you tryna go be? Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 54, Mike, 54. Hey, they're scared.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. Here's Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take and a loose football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, Scott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy. Plays, flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Get
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Great 15. Hey, Stu.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 now. Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Second down and 4. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. On 1st down, Elliott, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott, and an alley to run. Oh, Prescott stripped. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
2 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. Check 52. Come on. Hey, mark the screen. Mark the screen.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Let's go, D.
Here's Scott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Tim Williams makes the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Prescott now. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Check, check, lucky. Here we go, 46. Check safety, check safety. 26.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nigel Bradham brings them down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the pistol, here's Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
1st down, Dallas.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Elliott. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 46. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Tackles. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. We're going to 54. 126.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he goes out right around the 39.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gun. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. In the face. Check. Shit. 25. Check 25. I can see anything.
Here's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Forbath will put this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
52's the mic, boy. 52. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Me and you.
First down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Here we go, 46. Go, get out there. Then we're going to 53.
After the sack on first down, Prescott steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. This to Jarwin. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go again with Scott, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down now.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 3rd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here go 47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the run, watch the run.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Y'all not ready.
Hey, high 7.
Twitch.
Rip.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, 47. Under.
It's going to be a long...
Go. Get out there.
Mike 52.
26.
Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Where's 52?
Prescott from the gun. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
No, check that. 26.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles.
46.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check out.
Sunday.
On the carry, this is Scott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
36-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Kill.
Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. He can run for it, and he will. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Harris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Check 99, check 99.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Now Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Elliott again. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And And Forbath will put this one through, and we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Lefty. Great 57.
Now this time Wentz will throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So now it all rests on the foot of Kai Forbath. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking too...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You know it. What's my name? What's my name? Okay.
Hey, here we go. Go ahead in.
Check 53. Watch the screen.
Here we go. Going to 54. Go ahead in. Under.
Check. Crunch.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Cowboys, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire